This is question 16, test 10, section 5. It says, in the figure above shows the graph of a quadratic function h whose maximum value is h of 2. So that means here when x is 2, if h of a equals 0, which of the following could be the value of a? So just remember that h of a is a fancy way of saying y when x equals a. Just as here, h of 2 is a fancy way of saying y, the y value, when x equals 2. Okay, so we know that the maximum is at x equals 2, and we need to figure out the value of a, and we're told that when x equals a, the y value is 0. So we're just going to look at these two spots because this is where y equals 0. And then we just have to figure out which of these values could be the x value at those two positions. So clearly it's not x equals 0 because that would be right at the origin. And it's not x equals 2 because that would be right here where our axis of symmetry goes through x equals 2. And it's not 3 because this picture is drawn to scale because it doesn't say not drawn to scale here. So we can trust the diagram. So now we have it down to -1 and 4. This does look quite a lot like -1. And if this is 2 right here, right around here, then it's not completely inconceivable that this could be 4. If you wanted, you could take your test booklet and measure out these units of 1 to see if you repeated them 4 times, if you would get to this point. But there's another way that you can be confident that 4 is not the answer to this question. And that's because the axis of symmetry goes through x equals 2. And so therefore, to the left and the right of the axis of symmetry, you need to have the same number of units. So if this value here was 4, then this would be 2 units here, and you would need the same number of units to the left of the axis of symmetry. And you just don't have that because this parabola is not going through the origin, and this would be 2 units right here. So that tells us that it's not possible for this value here to be 4. So therefore we can trust our perception and say that x is -1 when y is 0. Because we know x cannot be 4 when y is 0.